What is going on, everybody? My name, of course, is Tubby Emu. I've been waiting a couple days to do my review on this. I wanted to make sure I watched the Monday Night Raw match and, kind of reflected on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view as far as it goes to Rob Van Dam. Now, when we all first saw that promo, I, for one, as a kid, the little kid inside of me, was very, very excited because growing up, I watched RVD. I did the 5-star frog splash to pillows all the time, same way I did the rock bottom. It was a good time. So when I saw he was back in WWE, I got excited. That Rob Van Dam promo that aired during the Payback pay-per-view got me all excited. But then I remember watching him in TNA and watching, how much is kind of faltered, and I was like, oh my God, seeing him back in WWE, I don't know if it's going to be the same. Because, you bring guys back, you want them to be entertaining and good. And honestly, my review is going to start here. One, I don't know if WWE should have brought back Rob Van Dam, but this Rob Van Dam that came back into WWE is exponentially better than the Rob Van Dam that was in TNA. And the reason I say that, because when you were watching Money in the Bank, now, normally in ladder matches, everybody gets there. It's just like Royal Rumble. Everybody gets there, come back, hitting all their finishers, hitting all their big moves. RVD looked impressive. He went out there, put on a great show, got stitches, really made it worthwhile, and I was like, wow. I wasn't expecting him to win. I thought, just the nostalgia of him being there, the crowd went nuts. I thought it was an excellent way to book it where he would go to do the Rob Van Dam and everybody beat the crap out of him, and then later on he did it and the crowd went nuts. I honestly think this is just as good as when Jericho came back. The crowd is going crazy. The two crowds they've booked in Brooklyn, Philadelphia, have just been absolutely fantastic. The Money in the Bank crowd was great, and the Raw crowd is just getting better. The chants for Daniel Bryan, RVD, all the actual wrestling guys that we should care about, the crowd is chanting for. So I think the return of RVD is absolutely 100% worth it. I think he's doing a good job. The hard thing about his match with Chris Jericho, I couldn't tell if he was injured, 2, if the match sucked, or 3, if it was match of the year. They look so fatigued and tired and out of it. But at the same time, when you're throwing everything you have at your opponents, it makes sense to be like that. And that's my big thing I was like, wait, are these guys hurt? Are they injured? Are they fatigued? Is this match of the year? What is going on? And a lot of people on Twitter are like, it's all 3 of those. They were fatigued. They probably got injured. And they just put on a hell of a show. And Mr. Monday Night Rob Van Dam absolutely, I think, is making this WWE return worth it. Hopefully, he doesn't violate the company's drug wellness policy. Hopefully there was a disclaimer to actually let him miss out on that, because so far I've really enjoyed Rob Van Dam being back in the WWE. I think it was a worthwhile signing. I was worried about which RVD we would get. Hopefully we get one that, isn't afraid to necessarily put over talents. I'd like to see him maybe get one last run, but at the same time, the guy that they always talk about being the stuck-up in TNA, not wanting to put people over, I hope that's not the case, but so far, I'm loving RVD. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of RVD's return? Let me know on Twitter, twitter.com/TubbyEmu, and until next time, we'll see you all later.